Just days after the wife of Bengaluru techie Atul Subhash, who died by suicide alleging harassment by his wife and in-laws, was arrested, the top court has now flagged another case wherein they say that matrimonial laws are being misused by women to settle scores with their husbands. Dissolving the marriage of a couple who had a fallout after living together for just 3 or 4 months, the court said that provisions in the criminal law are for women's protection and empowerment and not a means to chastise, threaten, domineer, or extort from their husbands. The woman had filed a case of rape against her husband, who is a US citizen, which led to his arrest and detention for almost a month. The top court said that the provisions in the criminal law are used by certain women for purposes that they were never meant for. In recent times, the invocations of sections 498A, 376, 377 and 506 of the IPC as a combined package in most of the complaints related to matrimonial disputes is a practice which has been condemned by this court on several occasions. The bench also said that we have serious reservations with the tendency of parties seeking maintenance of alimony as an equalization of wealth with the other party. The ruling also noted that in certain cases, the wife and family tend to use a criminal complaint with all the above serious offences as a platform for negotiation and as a mechanism and tool to get the husband and his family to comply with their demands. These demands are mostly monetary in nature. Now, this is a big statement by the top court, considering even Atul Subhash's suicide note and video implied similar things against his wife Nikita Singhania and her family. The Supreme Court has in fact been flagging this issue for a while now in multiple cases, and the Atul Subhash case had led to a lot of conversation over the misuse of matrimonial laws. In conversations with Mint, top Supreme Court lawyers also flagged similar issues.
See, Section 498A to start with has become less potent than it was. At one time, it was impossible to get bails. Several years ago, when 498A was on the statute book, and I remember Justice Mahajan of the S.K. Mahajan of the Delhi High Court, who commented, he said, you can't make 24 members of a family. You can't make a 12-year-old or 9-year-old an accused, a girl 9-year-old or 12-year-old being made an accused that I was washing clothes, she came and hit me. He says, it's not acceptable, because the ethos of that law was pro-women. The courts were chary of dubbing it as a false case. Today, the courts are less charitable if they see a false case. But I have come across in my life many men who have felt that they want to commit suicide, and many women who are on the brink of penury. So there have been people on both sides, and the reason is because we haven't redressed their grievances soon enough. If she is capable, she is working, then you can't just be doing, it's not a punishment on the husband. He has to help maintain, but just it can't be a means to an extortion. So one of the aspects is women land up in their in-laws' house and then create problems there. Now, so that there is forcing a settlement. But we have to be careful that we don't victimize young men and older men while we are trying to be fair to women.